Hello, I'm Adriana. I'm a SoulPath Mastery Teacher and Guide. This is a reading for Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in Scorpio. We are going to look at you, someone you're in a relationship with, advice on what to do, and also the spiritual lesson behind what's going on in this interaction. Keeping in mind that relationships are also to teach us about ourselves. Could talk forever about relationships. You know, they're so fascinating. The way we come in to resolve karma together, the way that we choose to help each other even before we come down here. But I'm really curious to see what your message is, Scorpio. Spiritual theme, 10 of Earth, you, Knight of Fire, the other person, Queen of Water, and advice, the Lovers. Interesting. Okay. We have a strong groundedness coming with the 10 of Earth, a strong reminder to stay grounded. I'm not seeing grounded energies here in the other cards. So be sure that you are staying grounded, because the spiritual lesson here is learning how to build something together with someone in a way that really lasts. Okay, you're not just going off of this is fun for a second, or we're in here for until it doesn't work. This is deliberately trying to create a future together. This is deliberately trying to create abundance that supports both of you, as well as abundance for the future. And this could be a romantic relationship. It also could be more of a family relationship because of the Queen of Water. You're appearing as the Knight of Fire. This other person is appearing as the Queen of Water. And what I feel like this is saying is you are approaching with your heart wide open, with your passion right at the ready, and you're not afraid. You're not afraid of what's in front of you. And this is definitely, you're feeling very confident, you're feeling very good about taking action, and you're approaching this Queen of Water person who's a bit more mature, who's a bit more quiet in that she's a great listener. She really takes things in deeply. And it's almost like you're appearing as like the divine masculine and she's that divine feminine. Again, I keep saying maturity. There's a difference in the maturity level here. So you may be running in, like wanting to move in the next day, and she's kind of like saying, hang on, let's wait. So there's a difference in the rhythm here. And if this is not a romantic relationship, it could be that you're trying to move things forward to the next level before the other person is really ready. But this person, the Queen of Water, has a lot of hidden depth, has a lot of hidden potential for empathy, I want to say. And so I feel like there is a lesson here about coming to balance, because her water is so strong and your fire is so strong. There's a message about a tempering going on, where some of that passion for you is channeled over more of a longer term, and some of her water is heated up so that it moves a little quicker. We have the Lovers as the advice, and the Lovers is integration of two halves coming together in love, but also making sure that you're acting with integrity. And so again, I feel this impulsiveness on your side, and I just don't want that to jeopardize a potentially strong future that you could have together. Okay, so I think that this Lover's card is saying to you to really back up, look inward, take care to be more aware of where you're coming from and why you're coming from. Where you're coming from, what is causing you to want to rush? What is causing you to want to leap? Is it truly your heart? Is it fear? Is it feel like if we don't move forward fast enough, then we'll lose? or fear that you might lose your fire. What is it that's causing you to behave this way? Because again, I feel like the flow here is about learning to give and take, that you need to take in some of that water and kind of slow and calm down. And this other person needs to move forward a little bit more. But that's not going to happen unless you give this space for the other to come forward. There's one last message in our Ten of Earth here. There's these light coming from these ladybugs, and I'm not quite sure what the energy is trying to say to me here. Yeah, this one is not coming out as quickly. So just give me a second. So it's something about your ability to fly really hinges on leaving behind your perspective and stepping into the place of another person, stepping into someone else's shoes, really being willing to see where they're coming from. So in addition to asking, well, why am I doing what I'm doing? Why are they doing what they're doing? Sometimes when you can understand where someone else is coming from, it's like it opens up space for patience. It opens up space for understanding, because you realize it's not personal. So, asking yourself, asking this person perhaps, what happened in your past that kind of makes you a little bit more cautious? What's going on with you? She's asking you for a lot more empathy. You're sure of what's in your heart. You know where you want to go. But this other person is asking you a lot for more. It's asking for more space, more empathy. And I want to say, this whole reading I've been saying she, because it's Queen of Water. I could be talking about a masculine energy anyway. Just depends on what you're coming from. But I hope that hasn't been so confusing. The point is that right now you're coming across in the stronger masculine energy, and she's coming across in the stronger feminine. But this experience for you is less about, is this going to be forever? And really having the more mature and fulfilling experience of stepping into the other person's shoes for a second, leaving behind your own strong position without losing yourself, and really empathizing, really trying to understand where the other person is coming from. And that is the richness, that is the true wealth that you will gain from this experience. No matter how it works out, it is going to lead to more wealth, more spiritual wealth for you. All right, Scorpio, thanks so much for joining me. As I mentioned before, I am a SoulPath Mastery teacher and guide. I teach you how to make your body, mind, and soul work in harmony, work in alignment. And I do that through astrology, through tarot, and also through a combination of both. If you're interested, soulguidancewithAdriana.com, or there's links in the description below. I'll see you next time.